Hi everyone, I'm Bethany with ICANN Language and Training Center. Today's story is called How the Camel Got His Hump. It was written by Rudyard Kipling. Now, in the beginning of time, when the world was so new and the animals were just beginning to work for man, there was a camel, and he lived in the middle of a howling desert because he did not want to work. So he ate sticks and thorns and shrubs and was very idle. And when anybody spoke to him, he said, "Humph," just humph, and no more. Presently, the horse came to him on Monday morning with a saddle on his back and a bit in his mouth and said, "Camel, oh camel, come out and trot like the rest of us." "Humph," said the camel, and the horse went away and told the man. Presently, the dog came to him with a stick in his mouth and said, "Camel, oh camel, come and fetch and carry like the rest of us." "Humph," said the camel, and the dog went away and told the man. Presently, the ox came to him and said, with the yoke on his neck, and said, "Camel, oh camel, come and plow like the rest of us." "Humph," said the camel, and the ox went away and told the man. At the end of the day, the man called the horse and the dog and the ox together and said, "You three, I am very sorry, but that humph thing in the desert can't work, or he would have been here by now. So I am going to leave him alone, and you must work double time to make up for it." Now that made the three very angry, and they held a long discussion, and an important conference, and a council, and a gathering at the edge of the desert. And the camel came, chewing on shrubs, very idle, and laughed at them. Then he said, "Humph," and went away again. Presently, there came along the spirit in charge of all deserts, rolling in a cloud of dust. Spirits always travel that way because it's magic. And he stopped to discuss and converse with the three. "Spirit of all deserts," said the horse, "is it right for only one to be idle, with the world so new and all?" "Certainly not," said the spirit. "Well," said the horse, "there's a thing in the middle of your howling desert with a long neck, long legs, and he hasn't done a stroke of work since Monday morning. He won't trot." "Whew," said the spirit, whistling. "That's my camel for all the gold in Arabia. What does he say about it?" "He says, 'Humph,'" said the dog, "and he won't fetch and carry." "Does he say anything else?" "Only 'humph,' and he won't plow," said the ox. "Very good," said the spirit. "I'll humph him if you will kindly wait a minute." The spirit rolled himself up in his dust cloak and took a bearing across the desert and found the camel very idle, looking at his own reflection in a pool of water. "My long and bubbling friend," said the spirit, "what is this I hear of you doing no work, with the world so new and all?" "Humph," said the camel. The spirit sat down with his chin in his hand and began to think a great magic, while the camel looked at his own reflection in the pool of water. "You've given the three extra work ever since Monday morning, all on account of your idleness," said the spirit. And he went on thinking magic with his chin in his hand. "Humph," said the camel. "I shouldn't say that again if I were you," said the spirit. "You might say it once too often. Bubbles, I want you to work." And the camel said, "Humph," again. But no sooner had he said it than he saw his back, which he was so proud of, puffing up and up and up into a great, big, awkward humph. "Do you see that?" said the spirit. "That's your very own humph that you've brought upon your own self by not working. Today is Thursday, and you've done no work since Monday, when the work began. Now you are going to work. How can I, said the camel, with this hump on my back. That's made on purpose, said the spirit, all because you missed those 3 days. You won't be able to work now for 3 days without eating. You will be able to work now for 3 days without eating, because you can live on your hump, and don't you ever say I never did anything for you. Come out of the desert and go to the 3 and behave. Hump yourself. And the camel humped himself, hump and all, and went away to join the 3. And from that day to this day, the camel always wears a hump. We call it hump now, not to hurt his feelings. But he has never yet caught up with the 3 days that he missed at the beginning of the world, and he has never yet learned how to behave. That was your story for today. It was great to have you with us. Stay tuned for more stories from ICANN Language and Training Center. Bye for now.